Hello viewers, welcome to Standard Voice Television News Update. I am Samira Ibrahim. The Commandant General of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense School, Ahmad Abubakar Audi, has declared that terrorists and other high-profile criminals will no longer have any hiding place owing to the ongoing efforts to strengthen synergy between the NNCDC and other sister security agencies. Audi made the statement while addressing journalists in Gusau, the state capital, shortly after a meeting with the theater commander of Operation Hadarin Daji, Major General Oluyinka Soyele. The Commandant General explained that his visit to Zamfara State served a dual purpose. Aside from being a special guest at the commissioning of the operational vehicles donated by Governor Dauda Lawal to security agencies, he was also in the state to supervise NSCDC operations and boost personnel morale. He emphasized the importance of interagency cooperation and adherence to the rules of engagement, expressing satisfaction with the synergy among NSCDC operatives and other security agencies in the state. Mr. Audi also commended Governor Dauda Lawal for providing patrol and combat vehicles, describing the gesture as a demonstration of the state government's strong commitment to eradicating banditry. He urged residents to support security agencies by reporting suspicious movements or activities, stressing that security is a collective responsibility of all. As part of the ongoing effort to alleviate poverty and high cost of living, especially among women affected by insecurity, the Office of the First Lady of Nigeria, Senator Remi Tinubu, facilitated the distribution of essential empowerment items to women in Zamfara State during the past week. Although the First Lady did not personally visit the state, the initiative was successfully implemented through the collaboration with the Office of the First Lady of Zamfara State, Hajja Hurira Dauda Lawal, who led the distribution exercise on her behalf. The support package included modern agricultural tools, poultry kits, fish farming equipment, and livestock rearing materials, all aimed at empowering women to become self-reliant and economically productive. This initiative is part of numerous humanitarian programs under the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu designed to support vulnerable communities, especially those grappling with the impact of insecurity and economic hardship. At the conclusion of the event, community members in Zamfara called on leaders at all levels to uphold justice and fairness in the distribution of federal interventions and to avoid favorism so that all deserving citizens can benefit equally. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has approved the creation of fully armed forest guards as part of a sweeping national initiative to reclaim Nigeria's forests from terrorists, kidnappers, and other criminals across the country. The plan, announced Wednesday night by presidential media advisor Sunday Dare, is designed to secure Nigeria's 1,129 forest reserves, many of which have become safe havens for armed non-state actors. In a statement posted on his verified Twitter handle, Dare revealed that the new corps will be professionally trained, equipped with weapons, and jointly recruited by federal and state governments. The initiative is part of a broader multi-agency response that combines environmental protection with national security goals. Thousands of young Nigerians are expected to benefit from employment opportunities under the scheme, which also aligns with the administration's drive to reduce youth unemployment. President Tinubu reiterated his firm stance against the occupation of Nigerian territory by a criminal element, declaring no inch of the Nigerian territory will be surrounded by criminals. The Forest Guards Corps is expected to begin operations in pieces, with strategic deployment aimed at gradually restoring security in rural and peri-urban areas. The House of Representatives has called for the establishment of at least one computer-based testing in each of the 774 local government areas of the country for the Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination. The lawmakers made the resolution during plenary on Thursday following the admission by the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board (JAMB) that there were clinches in this year's examination. According to the lawmakers, the move would aid in forestalling future reoccurrence. The House also called for calm in the wake of JAMB's admission to errors in the 2025 UTME. Last month, the Senate mulled a similar resolution saying there will be budgetary provision in 2026 fiscal year for the establishment of CBT centers across the 774 local government areas of the country. According to the chairman of the Senate Committee on Tertiary Institutions and TET Fund, Muhammad Dandutse, who spoke when he monitored the 2025 UTME, the absence of CBT centers in some parts of the country calls for concern. He said, in making it easy for candidates seeking admission into universities or other tertiary institutions through UTME, the ICT centers must be made available in all the 774 local government areas across the country. On Wednesday, the JAMB registrar Isaac Oloyede, in a rare admission while fighting back tears, said some errors affected candidate performance in the 2025 UTME. At a press briefing in Abuja, Oloyede said about 379,977 candidates who sat for the examination will retake it owing to the errors. The move came in the wake of spread outrage over what some described as technical glitches, usually low scores, and alleged irregularities in the questions and the answers in this year's examination. When JAMB reviewed the 2025 UTME, it found out that a technical glitch affected 157 out of the 887 centers. A bill for an act to amend the Electoral Act 2002 to make it mandatory for Nigerians of maturity age to vote in all national and state elections has scaled second reading in the House of Representatives. The proposed legislation was sponsored by Speaker Tajuddin Abbas and Daniel Asama Ago. Leading the debate during the plenary on Thursday, Ago said the bill aimed to encourage citizens' participation in the electoral process, noting that voter apathy during elections will be addressed if the bill scales legislative scrutiny. Ago, who represents Bassa Jos North under the Labour Party, believes mandatory voting can reduce the influence of vote buying. The Deputy Speaker, Benjamin Kalu, in his contribution, believes this is a good step in the right direction. He also cited examples of other countries, such as Australia, where the practice is upheld. Some lawmakers argued that citizens have lost confidence in the voting system and also questioned the authenticity of voters' register. Similarly, a bill for an act to amend the Labour Act to increase the maternity leave period for working women to 6 months has been stepped down in the House of Representatives. Honorable Chike Okafor, who sponsored the bill, was compelled to step it down after lawmakers, including women, debated against it. The lawmakers argued that increasing the maternity leave period from 3 to 6 months would put women in a disadvantaged position, as employers will be wary to employing them. That has been the news update for today. I am Samira Ibrahim. Thanks for watching and do have a nice day.